Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to learn about chapter 6, that is plants preparing and storing food. So in this chapter we will learn that how plants produce their food and even store in the different parts of it. So first of all, only green plants prepare their food, right? And the basic things to make food are light, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, and water. When all these things synthesized, they just turn into glucose. So let's see how this process happens. First of all, they to make its food, the plant needs chlorophyll, which is present in the leaves of it, and light that comes from sun, and the third one is carbon dioxide, which is taken from the air, and at the last water. This water is taken by the roots, absorbed by the roots, and afterwards sunlight, it just heats up the water, and afterwards this water changes into glucose. So glucose is the food of the plant. Clear? And the required food is taken by the plant, and the leftover will be stored by the plants in the different parts of it, and this leftover food is known as starch. The next one, we have parts of a leaf. So let's see what are the different parts of a leaf. This, look at the long slender shape, this is known as petiole. Okay, and this petiole further elongates into a midrib, and this midrib further divides into the small veins, and these small veins are also known as side veins of a leaf. Okay, and even veins. Clear? And the broad thick part of a leaf is known as leaf blade or lamina, and the outer line of the leaf is known as margin. And when you take this leaf under the microscope, you can easily see some pores on the surface of the leaf, and these pores are known as stomata or stomatal pores. So they just help in the exchange of gases. How they exchange the gases? They just take carbon dioxide from the air and release water and oxygen, and this oxygen we use for our breathing purpose, right? So this is the function of stomata. They just help in the exchange of gases. So the next one, we have how plants use food. So plants use some food to grow larger, some food is used to make seeds, some food store food in their roots and stems to save it for later. Some plants store sugar in it, and this makes for a delicious snack for us, right? Next, we have unusual plants. So unusual plants are the plants that they are bit different from the others. So first example we have of cactus. Cactus is a plant that do not have leaves present on it. They have modified leaves, and their stems prepare food for the plant instead of the leaves. Okay, and the next one, we have molds and mushrooms. They are non-green plants. They do not have chlorophyll, and they cannot make their own food. They just get their food from the dead and decaying plants of plants and animals. Next one, we have croton. The leaves of some plants like croton have chlorophyll, but they appear dark red. So this is because of the presence of red substance that hides the green chlorophyll, right? And the next one, we have energy flow in living things. So what happens here? We need energy for every activity we do. This energy comes from food, and this food is prepared by the green plants, and green plants trap the sun's light energy during photosynthesis to prepare food, and this energy is passed on the humans and animals when they eat the plants. And this way energy flows from sun to the plants and then to the animals and the human beings, right? Last topic of this chapter is animals and plants depend on each other. Animals and plants depend on each other for survival. Animals need food to eat and oxygen to breathe,
right? And plants give animals is food and oxygen. Plants need carbon dioxide to prepare food. Animals breathe out carbon dioxide, and this is used by plants. So plants and animals depend on each other, and it gives a balance in nature. As we know very well that imbalance in nature is also another issue, people are just cutting the trees down at a large scale and hunting for the animals, so it just harms our nature, right? And to overcome the problems that are caused by this interference, government promoting so many efforts. For example, World Environment Day is celebrated on 5th of June every year. And if we talk about the Indian government, they also promote the planting of trees as a Van Mahotsav, which is celebrated day 1st of July to day 7th. So this whole week people plant more and more trees to make our nature beautiful. Okay, so this students, this is all about the chapter 6, and in the next video we will discuss about the questions and back exercise of it. And till that you need to practice all the things that we did today.